Hi, it's Itskitteon. Welcome to the channel. Today we're here in Brick Lane. So if you're someone who can't go to all the markets because they're at specific times, then if you're free on a Sunday, come to Brick Lane. We've been here before for Card Quest London because they use the Truman Brewery. And during the Sundays, well, weekend actually, you've got the food markets. So we saw a bit of the Truman Brewery last time where it gets turned into a food market, but there's other food places along here as well. It is still before 12, so a lot of it might not be open. But on Sunday, you got the Sunday market as well. There's a lot of vintage shops and a few other bits. Also, if you saw, I've got Monster with me just because I'm already falling asleep and it's the morning, so probably not a good idea to have Monster first thing, but it is just before 12 o'clock, so it's not too bad. That's the Truman Brewery where we got food over there, so there's like a little food market there, but there are some food places a little bit more. So you got like records, you got some art, and that's Mogu UK. So that didn't take too long to find, so that's who we're here to see today. And this is the person behind Mogu UK. Go check them out, and they got all this neat things as well. The bao dumpling one just behind me. So let's see what else there is. Cool thing about Brick Lane, because you've got a bunch of graffiti as well. So there's also a bunch behind me as well. So pretty cool. So also just a stone throws away, you've got Shoreditch, which is another area here in East London. Another place here in East London. You've got a ton of graffiti over there. So if you really like art, taking pictures of some beautiful art and graffiti, then definitely head to that place over there. Got a jewelry shop, and then Rocket Vintage, which I don't know if you can see over there. Another vintage fashion shop. You've also got Brick Lane Bookshop, that's just over there. So let me see if we can get a closer look. Yeah. So you got Brick Lane Bookshop. So if you like books, that might be one of the places you end up coming to when you come here to Brick Lane. Yeah, you got a pancake place over there. And we go further down. So you can see we've got more food places as we go, and stalls, food and beverage stalls as we go around. So you got drinks one over there. What's that? Philly cheese pancakes. So you got a bit of savory over there. And ooh, you got sushi over there as well. Pretty cool. So you got that bagel shop and that bagel shop down here. So if you do come to Brick Lane, I highly recommend you guys come to one of the bagel shops. Some say the white sign is better, some say the yellow sign is better. So you never know. But I can't remember which one. Usually, since as a kid, my dad would get like a dozen bagels from the white sign bagel shop. Highly recommend it, super good stuff. And then there's the salt beef, I believe, from the yellow sign bagel shop. So if you do come to Brick Lane, I highly recommend you go to one of those, because this is what a lot of people, so if you do want like a good bagel, I recommend going to one of them. You've got tons of graffiti to check out. And I mentioned Boxpark, which is the building that's just over there, just by the sign. So super lovely place. But also at Boxpark downstairs, you've got quite a few shops. Some are permanent, some I think are pop-up. Also, if you do come here, you've got this like love lock fence. So some people, you're not meant to, but you're not meant to put like locks here, but some people put like a bunch of locks behind here. Perfect place for also some really nice pictures as well. So yeah, as I said, you've got some food places, you've got some places. So this place sells some crochet flowers and clothing. You've got a nice match here, bike shop, flower place. So there's quite a fair few if you go. So now that I've shown you a bit of Shoreditch, now you know. So you can come here, whether on a Sunday or even just during a weekday. This Boxpark Shoreditch would still be there. Bun House, which I didn't know about, because they got all of these, so I love coming here. So I ended up getting 2 buns. I got a chicken one and a custard one. I think it was a nice mix. And here's a footage of me having the chicken one. It was super nice. It is one of my go-tos whenever I go to Bun House. Super tasty, by the way. Here's like a little close-up of the chicken one. So it looks super nice. Was super tasty as well. Yum yum. Also, I'm doing this voiceover because there was music playing as well. So here is the custard bun. It was super nice. It wasn't as sweet. And that was like a little close-up of that. Although it was a little bit hard to eat with the chopsticks, just because like the chopsticks was going in and you can see it was just going everywhere. Bit of a mess, but it was tasty, so well worth it. Another thing I also tried was the French toast under the recommendation of the waiter. That was super nice. Not super sweet, but it was like a nice little balance as well. Like here's a little close-up of it. Was super tasty, and I'll probably definitely order that again. So I just finished up eating at a Bun House, which I didn't expect there to be one here in East London, because the only one I know of, the location-wise they've got, is Central. So I got like a chicken bun, there was a custard bun. The custard bun isn't like that sweet. It was a nice mix of, I picked a savory option and then a sweet option. I also got a little French toast, which you saw, quite nice. You know, like it was sweet, like nice and warm and sweet, but then mixed with the ice cream on top. Just perfect, like just absolutely perfect. First time trying it and it was amazing. So next time, definitely gonna get it again next time and maybe try a bit more of their menu, because I saw they had a bunch of other things that I didn't know they did. So that'll be interesting.